Growing older as a couple is supposed to be peaceful, warm, and comforting. You imagine two people sharing quiet mornings, enjoying simple conversations, and supporting each other through the final chapters of life. But for many women, something different happens. As the years pass, small frustrations begin to deepen. Silence starts replacing meaningful conversations. Unspoken disappointments slowly turn into emotional distance, and eventually, she begins to feel a quiet but powerful resentment toward the man she once felt deeply connected to. This video will go deep into something most couples never talk about directly: 7 reasons women grow resentful toward their husbands as they age, and how to fix these issues before the relationship becomes cold, lonely, or emotionally empty. This is not about blaming anyone. It is about understanding the emotional patterns that slowly shape a marriage over decades. When you understand these patterns, you can change them. And if you change them, you can save years of emotional pain and rebuild connection. Let's begin with the first 2 reasons. 1. She feels emotionally invisible. As women grow older, many begin to feel emotionally unseen. It is not that their husbands do not care. It is that life becomes a routine and emotional presence fades without anyone noticing. She talks, but she feels he only hears the surface. She shares something important, but he responds with a quick solution instead of real attention. Over time, she feels invisible. Not loud, not dramatic, just invisible. She feels the distance during dinner. She feels it during car rides. She feels it when she stops sharing because she expects he won't understand. Eventually, she feels more like a roommate than a partner. Why it happens? Men focus on fixing problems instead of listening. Aging brings stress and fatigue, so emotional connection becomes weaker. Husbands often assume silence means everything is fine, but silence is usually a warning sign. How to fix it? Husbands need just a few minutes of full attention every day. No phone, no distractions, just listening. Ask questions like, "How are you feeling today?" or "What's been on your mind?" Validate her feelings instead of jumping to solutions. Wives should also express emotions clearly and directly. When both sides rebuild emotional visibility, resentment slowly fades. 2. She feels responsibility is not shared fairly. As couples grow older, responsibilities do not disappear, they shift. And in many marriages, women end up carrying the heavier emotional and mental load. She becomes the planner, the organizer, the caretaker, the one who remembers everything from appointments to house chores. Even if her husband helps physically, the mental responsibility often stays on her shoulders. This creates a deep feeling of imbalance. She does not resent the work itself. She resents feeling alone in it. Why it happens? Men often do not realize how much mental work she handles. Women take this role naturally for years and expect appreciation that never comes. Long habits make the imbalance feel normal. How to fix it? Husbands should take full responsibility for certain tasks, not just small parts. Managing appointments, planning errands, or handling bills on their own reduces her mental load. They should acknowledge her efforts with sincere appreciation. Wives should stop doing everything automatically and allow their husbands to take over specific responsibilities completely. Number 3, she feels he has stopped growing while she continues to evolve. As women age, many continue to grow emotionally, mentally, and socially. They read more, they reflect more, they reconnect with old interests, they join communities, and they often desire deeper conversations. But many husbands become comfortable with routine, the same habits, the same conversations, the same lifestyle. When one partner grows and the other stays still, a silent emotional gap forms. She begins to feel like she is living with someone who has stopped evolving, while she herself is still moving forward. Over time, that gap feels like loneliness. Why it happens? Men often feel they've already arrived in life and see no need to change. Women often become more introspective and emotionally expressive with age, creating different expectations for connection. When emotional and intellectual growth is not balanced, distance grows. How to fix it? Husbands should show curiosity about life again. Read something new, learn a new skill, join a new activity together. Show her that growth is still possible. Wives should invite their husbands into their world gently and with encouragement, not pressure. Sharing growth creates shared momentum and a shared sense of purpose. Number 4. She feels taken for granted after years of sacrifice. Many women spend decades sacrificing for the family, raising children, supporting their husband's career, caring for aging parents, maintaining the home, and keeping the household emotionally stable. But as they age, they begin to look back and ask themselves, does he even see what I've done? Does he value it? Does he appreciate me? When appreciation turns into expectation, and expectation turns into silence, resentment grows. She doesn't want gifts. She doesn't want grand gestures. She wants acknowledgement. Why it happens? Long-term stability makes couples forget to show gratitude. Many husbands believe that providing financially equals showing love, but women often need emotional recognition. Over time, what used to feel like sacrifice begins to feel like being overlooked. How to fix it? Husbands need to show appreciation frequently and sincerely. Thank you for everything you have done for us. I couldn't have built this life without you. These words carry more weight than men realize. Wives should express when they feel unappreciated instead of holding it inside. Honest communication brings clarity and healing. Number 5. She feels he has become emotionally harder with age. As men age, many become quieter, more defensive, or emotionally closed. They speak less, they open up less, they react faster with irritation. This emotional hardness slowly pushes a woman away, even if she still loves him deeply. She begins to feel like she is living with a wall instead of a partner. When she tries to connect, he withdraws. When she tries to talk, he shuts down. Over time, she stops trying, and stopping is more dangerous than arguing. Why it happens? Men often internalize stress, health concerns, or fears of aging. Instead of expressing it, they build emotional armor. Women misinterpret this as disinterest or coldness. Couples drift apart silently. How to fix it? Husbands should soften even in small ways. Gentle conversations, small compliments, expressing fears or worries openly. Women feel close to men who share their inner world. Wives should create a calm space for emotional conversations without judgment. 6. She feels he no longer prioritizes the relationship. As people age, distractions change, but priorities often shift away from intimacy. Men may invest more time in work, hobbies, news, phones, or simply solitude. Meanwhile, women often crave emotional closeness, shared time, shared routines, shared attention. When she feels the marriage no longer occupies space in his heart or schedule, she begins to feel unimportant. Not unloved, just unimportant. Why it happens? Men assume the relationship no longer needs active effort. Women value quality time more as they age. Both sides forget that marriage stays alive only if both keep investing in it. How to fix it? Husbands should schedule intentional time with their wives, walking together, cooking together, watching a show together, or simply talking for 15 minutes daily. Wives should express what specific types of closeness make them feel valued. Clear expectations prevent disappointment. 7. She feels unsupported when her own aging becomes difficult. As women grow older, they face big emotional and physical changes. Health concerns, insecurity about appearance, fatigue, loss of social connections, and sometimes fear of becoming a burden. What hurts her most is when she feels her husband does not notice or does not care. When her body changes and he says nothing. When she feels afraid and he stays silent. when she struggles and he offers no emotional comfort. This builds deep resentment because aging becomes a lonely journey, even when someone is sitting right beside her. Why it happens? Men often feel uncomfortable discussing emotional topics, especially aging or vulnerability. Women crave reassurance and emotional support during this stage of life. When reassurance is missing, insecurity grows. How to fix it? Husbands should offer consistent emotional support. You're not alone. We're in this together. I still see you and I'm still here for you. Wives should express what specific types of closeness make them feel valued. Clear expectations prevent disappointment. Growing older as a couple is not just about sharing years together, it is about sharing emotional growth, shared responsibilities, shared fears, and shared hopes. But when these things become unbalanced, when one partner feels unseen, unheard, or unsupported, resentment slowly grows in the quiet spaces between two people who once loved each other deeply. Women often carry emotional weight silently, and that silence becomes the place where resentment lives. But the truth is this: resentment is not a sign that love is gone. Resentment is a sign that love is calling for attention. It is love asking for repair. It is love asking for connection again. If both partners understand these 7 reasons and take action early, they will not just prevent emotional distance, they will rebuild a relationship that feels warm, supportive, peaceful, and meaningful, even in the later decades of life. A strong marriage is not built by avoiding conflict. It is built by facing emotional truths with empathy, maturity, and courage. It is built by 2 people who choose each other every day, even after years of misunderstandings, busyness, and silence. Aging does not have to create distance. Aging can create deeper connection than ever before if both people decide that the relationship still matters. You can grow old together. You can heal emotional wounds. You can rebuild closeness. And the best time to start is always now. If you found this message helpful or meaningful, make sure you like this video so it can reach more people who need it. And if you want more long-form, emotional, life-changing content like this, remember to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. Share this video with someone who might be going through the same struggles, because sometimes one conversation, one message, or one piece of understanding can change a relationship. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.